let's figure out what's going on with this weird storm. I'm sure it'll be fun. It'll be fine. Hi, Oleander. Morning. Good morning. You look tired. I'm not. Your eye bags have eye bags. It was a long night. Storm still. Storming? Yeah, honestly, that's a good way to put it. I spent all night leading people away from the Grove's interplanal portal. The Mantharanthine Hydra deserves some privacy. And I really don't want someone accidentally wandering into Avalon. The frog venturers keep trying to break out of the treehouse, too. I barely even had time to look after Fable's vegetable garden. Do you think they're okay? Do you think the storm has reached Velos, too? Are they equipped to handle it? What if they stumble into the Twilight Chasm again? Ew! I trust in Fable. After everything they've been through, I doubt this storm poses much of a threat to them. It does nothing to calm me down. Sorry. Have some faith in them. They trust you to take care of the Grove. Maybe return the favor. I'll try. So, now you're here to take a break? Do you need a room so no one sees you resting? No, I just need to sit for 2 minutes in silence is all. Then I'll be good as new. Got it. So, we just gonna have a staring contest? Una! Hi, Una. Morning, sentient elderberry. Are you ready for us to blow your socks off? Sorry. Depends who's we. Big guy, stop chatting with the sparrows and get in here. Clay! Hi, Clay. Clay! The poor birds, they were almost blown away. That storm is gnarly. Luckily, we're here to fix it. That's wonderful news. Can't wait to rebuild Melly's ancient gizmo. Though, innkeeper. Present. Could you just call up your old pal Leviathan, send a prayer, ask him to pick up his tantrum-throwing spirit? I tried that. Unfortunately, I am but a devotee. I don't have a direct line to the guy either. Plus, there's the Oath of Neutrality. You know, they can only help us so much. I guess he only answers you when you need new recipes. Maybe you can ask for a working compass recipe. While we're at the topic of questions, Una, let me continue with a reasonable one. Didn't Melly want to fix this? She does, but I put her on packing duty so she can work out some of those nerves. We'll pick her up once we're done here. I assume that means you'll be joining her? Of course. I know the Highlands well. And Prim and I got super lost on the way back from the book fair yesterday. It was pretty scary for her. I can only imagine what it's like for people and creatures who don't have someone's hand to hold. So we gotta fix this. Such a good Samaritan. You're going as well? Well, I was asked, and sometimes I gotta get off my old ass, right? Absolutely. So can you build them a compass that'll work? Not a chance. We'll just have to trust our intuition and guess ourselves to the correct destination. Just like the good old days. I'm sorry, I really have fun voicing Una. We'll do our best to navigate through the storm. Maybe we'll manage to catch sight of some landmarks. I just hope we get there before it does any more damage. Got any tips, Leviathan's favorite? I know a navigator you can ask for help. Or a ranger, rather. Who? Oleander Verafina, Fable's older brother and very experienced ranger. Oops. Sorry, what? We're volunteering you for this quest. He's already been helping people get home safely through the storm. He might be just the man you need. And he's in desperate need to get out more. I don't think you can just... You'll help us? Fable told us great things about you. That would be amazing. Thank you for the flattery, but no, I cannot help you. Think about it this way, the quicker this is solved, the less people will get lost in your forest. And the sooner those frogs will be adventurers again. I can't exactly just leave. What if something happens while I'm gone? Don't you have like 5 sisters? What if something happens to them? Don't you think they're competent? Well, yes, but... Don't worry, we'll take really good care of you, alright? It would really help us a lot if you came along. Fine. I'll take you where you need to go and I'll bring you back. But I don't want to be involved in your weird adventure. Famous last words, kiddo. Famous last words. So, how are you planning on approaching this? With luck. And a magical drink. Reassuring. Alright. I say we pack a heavy dose of dexterity for my old fingers, so I can reforge that mechanism thing easy peasy. Maybe also add a little intelligence to the mix. Some extra sparks couldn't hurt. Sounds reasonable enough. Got anything divine to add to that mix? I could offer you some delicious citrine, both for the drink and as material for the mechanism, I suppose. Perfect. We might need some blessings to fix something so ancient. Can't trust those priests to be stocked up on divine favors. This is starting to sound kind of blasphemous. Do you think you can fix an, let me see, ancient and divine design? We'll rebuild it. Right. Though now that I think about it, we might need some strength after all to make any progress with it. Melly said it was so tough she couldn't even scratch it. Not a bad point. Should we add some charisma as well, so we can better talk to the Tempest? Maybe he doesn't want to go back into the zoetrope, or maybe he does. Either way, we should ask. That's insane. It's a powerful fire spirit. It'll burn you alive and destroy your surroundings before you can ask it about its feelings. That's what fire resistance is for. I like the way you think, big guy. Innkeeper, I think we could use your wisdom. Dexterity, intelligence, and divine blessings to put all of our focus on rebuilding the mechanism, or strength, charisma, and fire resistance, so we can try to commune with the spirit. Let me think about it. Ooh, intriguing. Andu, I love you. Oh yeah, my Andu plush shipped, and it's supposed to get here next month. Wait, next month? In 2 months, sorry. I'm just so excited. Okay, so typically the more peaceful options tend to give you good endings. So I'm inclined to go with the strength and charisma with fire resistance. Let's see, the fire resistance was a phoenix chili, right? Yeah, okay. So, ocean fizz. That's mostly dexterity. Let's see. Sailor's courage? Let's try Sailor's courage with Phoenix chili. Hey. I'm gonna trust in my decision. I think you've got nothing to lose from a good conversation. Who knows what the Tempest has to say? Might even have some good construction tips. Yeah. Or an interesting life story. Exactly. This sounds negligent. It sounds fun. Right? Maybe you can say hi to the Guivre guarding the temple too. We should. Sorry, just to clarify, what Guivre? There's a giant Guivre guarding the dragon temple near Varika. Some of the others ran into it last year while looking for the ever-burning flame. Right, yeah, normal occurrences, typical adventuring stuff. Sure, I get it. You got this. We'll see. I should go pick up some supplies. I'll meet you at Broom's place. Head left from the wizard towers until you smell the bread from the bakery. It should be easy enough to find from there. Think you Ollie? No. Ha! I'm sure you'll get it to stick. Nicknames usually do. We've got to head out too, innkeeper. I need to stock up on snacks for Dindy before we leave. And on some bread. That bakery sounds tempting. We'll be back soon. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget to pray for us. Ooh, I would never. Ooh, I get to choose. Keep an eye out for them, Levy, alright? Your friend is causing a lot of trouble, Levy. Keep an eye out for them. I promise you'll have fun with it. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Alright. One more day. Gonna play again. Ooh, it's gone. The eye of the storm. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. I hope their mission is successful. Seems less stormy. Would you look at that? The weather's cleared up. Does that mean they were successful? Hopefully no one turned into fog. Millie! Clay! Una! Good morning, innkeeper. Missed us? I did. But I consoled myself with the hope that you guys would bring the sun back to my tavern, which you did. I take it the quest was a success? Bingo! Wait, no, that was Una's voice. Bingo! Congratulations! Seems like you three saved Fasoa once again. Or at least you saved a lot of people from getting lost. Speaking of which, where's Oleander? What? He was right behind us. Maybe he got distracted by the bakery. Can't blame him for that. We almost lost Dindy there as well. Or maybe the bread ate him. I guess someone has to check. Bummer. Looks like I'll have to miss out on a drink. Are you just trying to avoid the recap? No, I'm doing the pretty elf a favor. I'm offering him my seat so he can be a part of whatever this is. I have more than enough chairs. See ya! Can I please offer someone a drink? I'd love one. Very well, detective. Any specific wishes? Something that'll fire up my brain so I'll be well prepared for my next case. On it. Intelligence-based, huh? I think my favorite drink for intelligence is probably Peak Sunrise. It seems nice. I hope Oleander's okay. Did I make the right decision? I'm really worried. I have concerns. Andu, I have concerns. I'm pretty sure you'll like this one. Ooh, taste test. Delicious. No ancient puzzles or spirits will be safe from me ever again. Now, care to tell me more about your heroic quest in the Highlands? Happily. I've traveled to Varga many times, but because of the weird storm, it was really hard to tell where we were going. I don't know exactly how he did it, but somehow Ollie could still figure out north from south. Ah, yay, he's here! Some would also call it a scale. Welcome back to my tavern. Did Una save you from the bread? Barely. Good to hear. Your companions were just singing your praises. Thanks to Ollie's fantastic sense of direction, we traveled so fast. But when we finally reached the foot of the mountain, you know, the one with the dragon temple, suddenly, the ground beneath us started rumbling and shaking. At first I thought I had accidentally stepped on a trap, or freed another angry spirit. But it was just a quivering. You say that like it was nothing. It was huge, a huge snake with wings. It was just as friendly as Kyle said. Even Ollie was able to talk to it. I simply reasoned with it. We needed help from the priests and it saw the necessity, so offered to take us uphill. It was so cool. I bet Archie is gonna be so jealous when I tell him I've ridden a quiver. That's very reckless. All of us could have gotten hurt. Sometimes I wonder if you're allergic to fun. Admit it, Ollie, you really liked a quivery too. I saw you studying its scales. It was interesting, I guess. A fascinating creature. And surprisingly gentle. See? Admitting it didn't hurt, right? It almost did. The quivery carried us all the way to the top of the mountain to the Dragon Temple's door. Finally, I get to talk to the priest and figure out how to fix my zoetrope. Leviathan zoetrope, of course. The priests were amazed by the zoetrope, even though it was broken. They said it was oozing divinity, which sounded unhealthy, but also like a good thing. That does sound unhealthy. If you went to the doctor and they said you were oozing divinity, you would be both amazed and concerned. Or maybe they were just complimenting you. Like Clay. Una got them to invite us into their divine workshop to get a closer look at their forge and materials. I'm pretty sure she looked through every single one of their crates, trying to find metal we could fuse with the zoetrope. She also pocketed a lot of their crystals. Maybe she'll give you some later, innkeeper? What? Nothing. Anyway, even though Una was wearing her coolest goggles, none of the metals were ancient enough to match ours. But she wasn't about to give up. Even though it was unlikely to work, she was willing to try with some copper. First, she wanted to reinforce it with some crystals, though. And guess what? The priests at their forges can melt anything. Cool, right? Very. Speaking of crystals, do you think you can make me a drink with some citrine, innkeeper? I'm craving one. How could I ever refuse you? I got you, boo. Okay, let's see. What does citrine boost again? Let's see. -4 charisma and +2 strength and dexterity, defense. Let's see. What would be good for this? Probably a steel tonic. With citrine. A little extra, dexterity. Oop, too much? Sorry, I just wanted to do that. Let's see. It should work. There we go. I think I just accidentally put a little bit too much of the dexterity in. Here you go. A drink with digestible citrine just for you. Thank you. It's just as tasty as I'd hoped. Though not as crunchy. Anyway, can we get back to Una's cool concept? Gladly. We decided to fix the zoetrope by building the missing parts out of obsidian copper. A brand new etrope, so to speak. I helped Una draw up the blueprints based on Archie's and my studies. We added some flower engravings too, because Maya always says there's nothing happier than flowers. And then Clay and Una got to forging. They made a new home for the fire spirit, and they made it together, using symbols of their beautiful friendship. I'm sorry, I just feel so moved. She trusted me with the heavy lifting while she did all the finicky stuff. I learned so much. I asked her if she could help me redecorate my animal shelter sometimes too. She said yes. I'm excited. Ooh. Good choice. She'll come up with something great. Or explosive. Which is also great. Exactly. What part of the forging did you take on, Oleander? Ollie didn't like our approach. It's not that I didn't like it, it just seemed ineffective. The plan was to convince the spirit to go back inside the zoetrope. But you wanted to fundamentally change the original design. I thought, what's the point of changing it so much that the spirit might not even recognize it anymore? Going through all that effort wouldn't be worth it. We would just make it angrier. What a waste of time. I told him that change doesn't have to be bad, though. Sure, we couldn't rebuild the zoetrope exactly how it was before. But who's to say the spirit wouldn't like its new home? Maybe not in the same way, or maybe not as much, but in a new way. I don't think we should deny ourselves joy just because something feels unfamiliar to us. Besides, what we wanted to give it was peace and happiness, not nostalgia. Well, yeah, I wasn't really up for life lessons at the time. I thought it would be useful to get acquainted with our surroundings, so I asked one of the priests for a tour. Show me the clock tower, the enchanted statues, the desecrated altar of the ever-burning flame. They were still pretty down about the primordial flood extinguishing it. Said their temple felt cold without it, no matter how many candles they lit, and so on and so forth. I would have listened more carefully, but something was off. I couldn't quite put my finger on it at first. Like the calm before a storm, when the air slows right before the first lightning strike. Meanwhile, Una and Clay were doing an amazing job. But the obsidian copper just didn't want to combine with the material the zoetrope. It's okay, Clay. Don't be sad. What happened? When Una tried to slip the final piece into place, I brought down the hammer. Boom! And just like that, the zoetrope shattered into 1,000 pieces. Una said the metal got brittle after being exposed to the forge's flames for so long. I destroyed it. You couldn't have known. And then, as if summoned by the final destruction of its home, we heard a loud crash from outside. I was just heading back from the clock tower when the sky tore apart and a blazing bright comet struck the courtyard. The floor cracked and the statues splintered into pieces. The Tempest stood right there, enraged and mighty. It didn't pay the priests and I any attention. Instead, it was focused on the workshop. Like an angry flame, it rushed over in that direction, consuming everything in its path. I ran after it as fast as I could. Before we could even check what was going on outside, the Tempest blasted open the door and forced itself inside. It looked even angrier than the last time I saw it, and I got really scared. The air around us was scorching hot, but I was frozen solid. I just couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. It's okay, Melly, we all feel that way sometimes. Your fear is there to keep you alive. Mindless, reckless heroism isn't always the answer. Though sometimes bravery is, and you found it just in time, didn't you? I did. I felt Clay's hand on my shoulder, then I looked at him and just gave him a nod. I had to try. So I carefully stepped forward and said, I'm sorry that your home was broken and that I left you all alone and scared. But we can find you a new home, I promise. I had nothing to offer except for our help. I didn't even know where we could find it a new home, but that was all I could do. Suddenly it rushed towards me. I flinched and closed my eyes, but the heat never came. I quickly pulled her behind me. I knew I could withstand it. I hurried across the yard, jumping over the debris and into the building, right when the Tempest was about to attack them. There were flames and swirling fog everywhere. It was hard to see. And I had nothing on me, so I threw myself between them and the Tempest. You hugged it. Sort of. Like a bastion of calm, I stood my ground. It fought bitterly against my embrace. It reminded me of a child having a temper tantrum. Even when the flames fully engulfed me, I chose not to let go. The Tempest flickered irritably, like it was fighting against Ollie's embrace. But instead of letting go, I hugged it tighter. Ollie was fully ablaze. It looked like he was burning. Just that, I didn't. The flames didn't hurt me. It felt like it was embracing me, too. It's okay, I said. We've got you. We'll find a place for you. I don't know if I believed my own words, but it's what Melly would have said. I just closed my eyes and hoped I'd make it out alive. Suddenly, the raging storm around us changed. It was still there, but it got quieter, less angry, more sad. The flames grew softer and engulfed me comfortably. It was warm, like the first spoonful of soup after a cold day. Of course, it wanted a hug, so I stepped forward and wrapped my arms tightly around both of them. Oh, that's when purple mist started swirling around them like a veil, first quickly, then slower. All its anger and fear melted away in the embrace. I was so moved, I had to hug them as well, like a big group hug. So all it needed was a hug? It was absolutely insane guesswork. I just wanted to hold it back at first, but then it just kind of happened. What happened next? With the storm and its anger dissipating, the tempest shrunk in size. It got so small it was floating in Ollie's hands. Seems like it really blew off some steam with that hug. But there was still so much sadness, it had lost its purpose. So I offered it a new purpose. I asked it to come back to the shelter with me and act as a guide. A guide? Sometimes new arrivals will get led astray by will-o-wisps, and I'd love it to act as a guiding light so they won't get lost. That's a beautiful idea. I think so too. The tempest seemed to flourish at the thought. We couldn't give back its zoetrope, but at least we could offer it a new home. Oh, it's so beautiful. What happened with all the destruction it left behind? Well, the priests were not amused. Understandable given what happened. But Una appeased the priests. She promised we'd help them rebuild it. We did, a bit. As much as we could right then. Rebuilding everything will take some time, though. Una is already planning her trip back, but we wanted to get back to the tavern first. Once we make it back to the shelter, Melly and I want to build a brazier, so the Tempest will always feel cozy. Sounds like a great place for barbecues. Indeed. Will you join us, Ollie? You know what? Sure. I think I could stop by for a few days. But first I need a break. Desperately. Saving the world is pretty exhausting, isn't it? Very. You know what's perfect for a break? A drink. Agreed. Would you like something for your headaches? No, actually, I have to check up on those frog venturers later. And I might have to explain the situation to them, so I've got something that can help with that. Yay. Time for some sunny breeze. Sunny breeze makes me feel fine. I don't remember any of the other words. Oh, I'm so glad things turned out okay. That's so cute, it just needed a hug. Sometimes you just need to show some kindness. Here you go. Might have to get accustomed to the taste, though. Let me give it a try. It's good. Different from what I usually order, but good. I feel a sudden urge to talk more. This is very weird, actually. You'll get used to it. And Una, are you guys done with all your yapping yet? You missed the most exciting part. Nah, I think I arrived just in time. Yeah. I'm craving some free drinks, old pal. Adventures always come with free drinks. Adventures always come with free drinks. You know that. And a hug, especially for Oleander. Don't stretch it, innkeeper. What, you don't want one? I thought you had softened up at last. Maybe after the next adventure. That means he's not ruling out another adventure. Yay. Oh, that's the end of the DLC. Yay. We did it. Hooray. That was so cute. I love it. Well, I'm sad that we didn't get to see Fable or Neil during that DLC. I'm glad that we got to meet Fable's brother. Oh, so sweet. Yay! Yay, we did it. So, sometime soon I will make a poll for which game I should play next, and you guys can help me choose. Hooray! I love this game so much. I wouldn't mind another DLC at some point. And I also plan to try to get the other endings and trinkets, but I may or may not do that while recording it. We'll see. I want to save some stuff for you guys so you can play it yourself and find the things that I didn't find in my videos. From what I can tell, I got the neutral ending for the main game, and that's if you get a mixture of good endings and bad endings for the quests. So we didn't even get to see the 100% perfect ending. So if you want to see that, definitely give this game a try. I love it so much, it's so good. Question is, will these credits also include all of the Kickstarter backers? I might have to like zoom through or something. So good. What did you guys think of Tavern Talk? Did you enjoy it? Did you have a favorite character or storyline? This game's so comfy. I still have the second Coffee Talk game I could play at some point. So that's an option. I might want to play something else in between just to sort of like break it up a little bit. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They add new characters and new drinks. Guidance and mental support. Yeah, that's definitely Florian Man. I accidentally read Florian Man as Florida Man, as in local Florida man runs around naked in Walmart or something. My brain. So good. Kickstarter campaign support. Do 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 do. I love the music in this game. It's so good. Well, to thank our families and friends for keeping us cozy, filled with love, and supporting us on this quest, the drinks are on us. Yay! Thank you, Gentle Troll Studio, for making this beautiful game. It looks like they will go through the whole Kickstarter backers. I will leave it here for now for Tavern Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very comfy night. Bye!